What's up, Dice Crew? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now, by now, I'm sure y'all been caught up with the whole Munchie B 607 Unk situation that took place at No Jumper. Young and Hefe was also there. So now we got Young and Hefe chiming in on some background information that, we wasn't privy to. Let's tune in. I'm going to keep it a Benji for y'all doing the reaction. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments. Let's rock.
Won't even catch a fade, this and that. You know what I'm saying? He get in character, he get in Crip character and say, man, I'm Hoover, blood remover. Munchie like, what? And I don't even let my mind, I was like, what too? I know I heard it, but it's just like, when you hear your area getting dissed, and it's like, man, hold on, like, man, I know I didn't hear that. What? And he said it again, man, I'm Hoover, blood remover. Man, you better watch your mouth. And I'm glad Munchie didn't hop up, man. Because, man, 607 Unk, you my partner, but Munchie can't see, man. We would have been in there jumping you, and then, the internet would have came with the, oh, man, families, A-trays clicked up, Suwu moving, and that ain't even a thing, man. My guy's impaired, you feel me, and you just happen to be in character and said something he didn't.
I will say that I definitely understand Young and Hefe's stance in that situation. Like, he literally has a relationship with Munchie B. That's his homie. Especially when it comes to 607 Unk. That's pretty much a stranger. So if he was to get into any altercation with an outsider like that, I think Young and Hefe definitely got the right to step in. Like he said, he don't feel like Munchie can handle his own. So he gonna be a good homie. I get that.
Like that was disrespectful, and he leaped. But like, somebody who's becoming comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and understanding in life with characters, places, persons, and things, the things that they taught us early on. Munchie allowed himself to settle and just check 607 Unk because, like, I know he know that this man gets in character and he don't mean no harm. But sometimes harm can come in a form that don't mean to harm you.
It's just the whole fact that you let a person like 607 Unk gain a gang of notoriety, a gang of clout, a gang of internet points off of something that you and yours risk their life and freedom for, people that has lost their life and freedom for it. Like, I just feel like even if you want to settle it down to say, okay, he checked him, in my opinion, that definitely wasn't a good enough checking. He should have said something disrespectful. Munchie B has a very much disrespectful mouth with a lot of individuals he get into it with on this internet, and they don't be in the same room. And I just feel like, how do you tolerate that? It ain't about no trolling or serious or not, because your whole objective out here is to make sure everybody don't play with you, right? So for some reason, he knew to play with you like that. People who play with people, most of them, they know how to read people. They know who to play with, or they read the book the wrong way, judge a book by its cover. That could be the case too. However, you got to read between the lines. You don't be seeing dudes do these things with certain type of people. And I couldn't say this as well, right? 607 it ain't like he just did some extreme tough type stuff. It ain't like he just totally just went off and, shut the room down. He immediately did start apologizing. It is what it is. But I just know that he definitely, everybody speaking on it, reacting to it, he got a gang of points off of disrespecting the Bloods. Like, I get it if people want to try to say, okay, the maturity, show your growth, show that you're professional. However, can't none of these dudes who be on this internet popping that gang stuff be considered a professional, because no one wants to hear you acting like you die hard this, you live and die this, you so you know what I'm saying, you this, that, and the third. And then when things occur and you have to be that individual, and now you want to pick and choose when you want to be a podcaster or whatever, a professional, people gonna find something wrong in that. Just like Brick Baby, his conduct is always what it is, always this, that, and the third, and the dead homie, 6-0, once, you know what I mean? And then when things be occurring, he be talking about this podcasting, this, and the third. Same thing, Suspect just got put himself in the blender.
Harm can come in a form that don't mean to harm you. And 607 Unc is just clowning around and playing. But it's guys that he has to understand too that comes with an edge of seriousness. And it ain't gonna always go like this. Because some dudes want to go viral. Just how 607 Unc using that tool to go viral, it could have been the wrong person in that building as soon as he said that, hopped on top of his head to go viral, to having no jumper clip of him hopping on top of him for saying what he said. And I guarantee you, tomorrow we gonna have all type of content from content creators of what they would have did, what they would have said, saw, how they would have came. But we about to get back into the rest of this content, and y'all already know it's the JEFE and the JEFE effect is gonna commentate. This is an awkward position to be in, you feel me? And it ain't gonna be awkward until you in it, because you can be viewing it from home, from your couch, and try to be this hardcore gang member and be like, oh yeah, that's what I would have did. I would have went crazy, been upside his head. And like I said, a lot of these guys and had their times to shine, and they didn't do nothing with it, or got put in situations where, you know, they was made to look dupe, and then, you know, might have got accepted on later on down the line from the homies and stuff like that. So, like I said, man, you got to know now, if this was like 607 Unc was like a serious character, then, you know, this is a whole different ball game. This goes differently. You know what I'm saying? But 607 Unc too, which I'm seeing, and I'm really knowing that he's starting to find out and learn. Although it's content for him, it's content for a lot of people. A lot of people gonna get on this web and on this camera and gonna talk crazy, and it's gonna be reality for them. But for people like 607 Unc, every time they turn on a YouTube camera, it's for YouTube. Whatever they upload to YouTube is content. If they say F your mama, if they say we're going to throw your baby in a dumpster, they not expecting you to take that as realness. And he said it today. And it literally registered on my mind, because it is people that's out here like that. And you got to understand, it's not like-minded people like you. It's not people that think like you. It's people that's indifferent to you. So it's going to be people that's thinking like this. Like, bro, if I get up on here on YouTube and I upload and say something on YouTube, you should supposed to know that's for play, or I'm clowning around. You know what I'm saying? This is YouTube. This is a tool that this is used for. It can be used for all type of tools. Some people get on here not caring, in a real character, with raw reality. You know what I'm saying? Some people get on here to taunt their enemies, to get at their enemies. People use this for different tools. And like I say, it's like the army, be all you can be. So as you being a person in this content space,
Shout out to Young and Hefe. However, I'm gathering that he's kind of like running like a defense campaign. Even if that's not his intent, it's definitely coming off to me like he's trying to make a lot of clarification. Like he's trying to, you know, pretty much sway the public on the situation that took place. Like, I guess, like, give some insider viewing points. And it's like, I get it, but what Young and Hefe ain't gonna get is deeper than that one moment. You know, it ain't just about that took place right there. It's everything that Munchie B be associated with. It's how he commentate on other people issues. Y'all gotta remember, he said that Spider Loc was a sucker. He said some disrespectful things about Spider Loc and said he was everything under the sun because he threw up Spider Loc's collective and he didn't do nothing. Remember? That's what Munchie B said, bro. He said that when he was having a problem with him and Spider Loc. He said, because Spider Loc said that he, you know, somebody brought it to his attention. He reached out to Munchie. Munchie like, man, can we fix it? Yeah, we already got on top of it. Cool, that was smooth. He was drunk, doing his thing. He threw up neighborhood crib. Spider Loc brought that up, and they had their little heated back and forth not too long ago. Munchie B responded and said that, yeah, I did that, and you was, you know, you disrespecting for allowing it. He was like, you let me disrespect your collective. But they had real relationships, and they was homies. And Munchie B intentions wasn't to be disrespectful, intentional to this neighborhood crib or Spider Loc. But he can use it like it's a weapon against Spider Loc in a verbal disagreement. Like he did that in a tough matter, and Spider Loc got marked out. Nah, I don't respect that. You know what I mean? That's why I be like, if we gonna keep it some type of way, that's the same type of way we gonna keep it.